Federal Reserve cut interest rates by a 1/4 percentage point on Wednesday as it wraps up its final meeting of the year.
Since inflation has been stubbornly high lately, the Fed now signals only 2 rate cuts next year instead of the 4 it originally predicted.
National correspondent Atra Al-Nashar has more on the economic road ahead.
The cost of borrowing coming down just a bit more.
The committee decided to lower the target range for the federal funds rate by a 1/4 percentage point to 4.25% to 4.5%.
The Federal Reserve's rate cut comes even after a series of higher than expected inflation reports, robust retail sales in November, and a steady stream of data showing a strong jobs market.
There's nothing compelling the Fed to cut interest rates at this point, but what they want is to get interest rates a little bit closer to that neutral level. Now that inflation has come down and is still just a little bit below the 3% mark, they don't want those high interest rates to derail what's otherwise a pretty strong economy.
The Fed won't meet again until after President-elect Trump takes office. And since inflation has been so stubborn lately, they're not expected to make another rate cut at their next meeting. And that could make Trump even more vocal about his disdain for Chair Powell, who he hand-selected for the job in 2017. In 2019, Trump tweeted, "Who is our bigger enemy, Jay Powell or Chairman Xi?" Earlier this month, Trump said he has no plans to fire Powell. Powell said even if he was asked to resign, he'd refuse.
What makes central banks around the world effective is their independence from political influence.
For the private sector, political influence in their favor is exactly what many executives are looking for. A new survey from consulting firm Teneo asked 300 CEOs around the world what they expect from a second Trump administration. And 64% expect that potentially disruptive Trump administration policies like new tariffs and regulation cuts will ultimately help their businesses in 2025. But as the Fed proved Wednesday, future economic conditions are never a sure thing.
We're not on any preset course.
In Washington, I'm Atra Al-Nashar reporting.